Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you've not been here before. I'm Leanne and this is my weight loss journey. I am partway through my weight loss journey, and as I've been having more and more people ask me questions and follow me along, and now I'm in real time, I decided to put out an opportunity that if you guys wanted to ask me any questions, that I would answer them. Like anything, you can ask anything you like. What I'm going to try and do is address each one of them individually in a vlog, just so I can answer them fully, but also so then you guys have got the opportunity to have your input too. I really think that on a weight loss journey, it's nice to get everybody's perspective on things. What I say is not the law, it's just my opinion on it, and I'm always out there to learn. And some of the questions that I've got asked are really good, and I'd like to learn from them. So I thought I'd address each one in a vlog, and hopefully if you guys watch it and you've got your own input about what you do, what your advice is, what your experience is, then you would push them in the comments down below so then people can read them and see what your perspectives is. If you'll also let me know if this is okay, if this is what you want me to do, if this is how you want me to address them, that'd be fantastic, because I'm just winging it here, guys, and I don't know whether this is what you want from me or not. So today I thought I'd address a question that I had from a lady called Cheryl Clements. She asked me if I'd still been scrapbooking my travels, because I did a previous vlog on my scrapbooking and my travels and the reasons why. And she was just asking me about that in terms of my weight loss journey and what that meant to me. And I thought it was a really nice question. We're starting 2025, and I do think it's a good thing to do things that are rewarding, that are not like diet related, that are nothing to do with like new clothes and things like that. I mean, those things are good too, but for me, my scrapbooking brings me back to the reason why. On a weight loss journey, it's really good to have a why you started this. And for me, it was because I'd not been travelling for like 20 years, not just down to weight, but a massive holdback for me. We're going on an aeroplane because I was too fat to fly. So I spent years and years, we've got a camper van, travelling around in the camper van, exploring every corner of England, but I would never dare go overseas. So I let my passport expire. I just had this massive anxiety of flying. I set off with the goal of, there were other reasons, don't get me wrong, but the main thing was I'm like letting that hold me back, and I just really didn't want to. So I booked an aeroplane ticket for me and my family for September, and I started in March, and I was like, I'm going to lose 5 stone by the time I go away, because I want to feel comfortable and I want to be able to fit on that flight. So off I went on my jollies. All that is in previous videos if you're interested in watching it, if you've not seen it already. But it all forms part of my story. I treat myself to the adventure book. So as you can see, yes, I have definitely still been scrapbooking. This I will always do. It's a massive love of mine. It keeps me motivated. Everybody's why is something different. And I think it's really good to know what your fundamental why is and have like a reward where that's concerned. For me, this book, it like acknowledges the difference, the changes, what I'm able to do. It saves me memories, it gives me inspiration, it gives me motivation to carry on. This book means more than just travel to me. So what I thought I would do, because it is such a big thing to me and I wanted to show you what I'd been doing, I thought I'd show you through what I'd done so far, and then as I update this, I'll probably update you if you're interested in future. If it's something that you're really not interested in, you find this boring, I completely understand, but for me, this is a big thing, and it was a question that I was asked. So I have got the adventure book. This cost me, I think, about £50 from Amazon. I bought it from Amazon because it's cheaper than buying it from the actual website. It's the same book. It's a hardback book. The cover I love books, me. So it's like fabric lined. It just feels really nice. It's really solid. It's nicely bound. I just love it. I'm not in affiliation with these. These do not know I'm making this video. I'm just showing you this because if you like to travel, then I think this is an amazing thing to do. Each time that I fill one of these pages in, it reminds me about what I've achieved, and it's like a little bit of a reward. It makes me feel better. It also, like, there's pictures of me in here, and I used to hate pictures. Like, I used to force myself to take pictures, and I can really see a confidence change in the new pictures that are in here compared to what I had before. It's also quite nice to compare the new pictures to the old pictures. Just overall, it's amazing. So I will show you through my book. Showing you my adventure book does actually bring me joy because you guys have followed me along on my adventure, and it's quite nice for you to be able to see what means something to me. So I'm quite glad this question was asked. The first few pages are a bit about, like, it's got a world map. I've coloured and like done all the C on these, but all you do is just colour in the places where you've been. For instance, obviously I live in England and I've been there, so I've coloured that in purple. It also has a place for something. It's like got challenges, which I absolutely love. So this one is Beach Bingo. It has a separate page for any filming locations you've been to. There's a place for sand that you've taken from places. So the sand that I've got is from Parisia at Santorini, which is the Black Beach, and I've got a little bit of that. And then also I've got the Patara Beach in Turkey. There's a place to scrapbook pressed flowers. So I have been to the Canary Islands. I've been to Lanzarote, Tenerife and Gran Canaria. So because there's 3 different places, I wanted to show all 3. I haven't got around to scrapbooking them because these are from when I was a kid. So Tenerife is, I've done this one. So I've popped it in a little envelope, and this is my Tenerife one. I've put like a map, there's a picture, this is me as a kid. I don't know if you can see that, if that's in focus, with my mum and dad and a parrot. I travelled there in 1989, so I was actually only 8, 9, oh, I don't know how old I was, 5 then. Oh, wow, how could I not work that out? So there's me there, stood at the church in a very sexy, beautiful dress. I've wrote down a few things that we did there. There's the flag. I've done this like on a flip out card, just so I could put a few more bits on there. There's the oldest tree in the world. And you probably can't see that, but I'm actually stood at the bottom of it. There's me and my sister in, again, some sexy clothes and some of the statues. We went to like an animals place. It was like a zoo / aquarium. We did go up Mount Tate, so I've popped a picture in there. And there's a few pictures and I've wrote a bit about the memories there. And that's my Tenerife. One of the challenges is a scavenger hunt. So it's like got a list of different things that you can get from different places, and you collect them on your travels, like a feather, a napkin with a language on. This I find a little bit rubbish because I'm vegetarian, so it's a World Food Bucket List. When I was in Poland, I can't even say this, pierogi is like a dumpling thing, and they did have a vegetarian version, but I will still struggle to get Peking duck in China because I'm vegetarian. So I went to the Czech Republic. I went to Prague, which is one of my favourite city breaks. I went there with Oliver. I've obviously stuck in loads of photos. We went over the Charles Bridge, and that's us there on Charles Bridge. God, look how dark my hair is there. I write the date as to when we've gone. That was my like excited face because I'd actually made it to Prague and I fitted on the plane. The astronomical clock, look, me next to the clock. It is a bit corny, I suppose, doing it like this, but I absolutely love it. The square is just so beautiful. I've put in little like reminders of the places that we went. We met 2 friends there, Ange and Kev. I've stuck in like little stamps. This is obviously some money from there, and I've drawn the astronomical clock, or that's my representation of it. I don't want to talk you through every one of the challenges, but there's I Spy While I Fly. But I actually won't be doing this challenge because I just like to plan my trips as to where I want to go. Heads or tails, and you're supposed to flip it. and it's supposed to take you places, but I probably won't do that. If I'm honest, I find it a bit of a waste of page. So because I've been to a few different places in Greece and Spain, I'll probably cover this and just use it as a location just to save memories. Each place that you go, you get to also stick in the flags, the places you've been. Well, this is a blast from the past. When I was 17, I went to Corfu in Kavos in Greece. I haven't got many pictures from there, but that is me as a 17-year-old on my first holiday, really, without my parents. But earlier on in the year, me and Oliver went to Greece. We went to Santorini together for a week, which we really enjoyed. So I bought some, they were like playing cards, and it's got each place in Santorini, like it's written down there with a scene on, which I quite like. And then on the back, I have just put on some memories. So that first one is when we met Tia, when we first got there at the airport. We went to an archaeological site, which I really enjoyed. I'm not going to like explain every bit of it because obviously you will get totally and utterly bored. Oh, sorry, that flips down. That's my ticket to the sites, and that's us at another one of the sites. Oh, I just love it. It fills me with joy. See, I write little descriptions about what happened when we've been places. That was at the Greek night. The scenery there looks so much better on pictures though, I'm not going to lie, than what it is in real life. But I did have a really good time. Just a receipt and a little description of what happened there. A little pictures going down in the cable cars. Oh, I love holidaying. Like, your memories are just absolutely astounding, aren't they? Oh, I do hope you're enjoying seeing this, and it's maybe inspiring you guys to do it. That was a quad receipt because that was a big part of Santorini for us. Further receipts and as photos. That's me and Oliver, look. Oh, look how fat I am there. It's ridiculous, isn't it? See, I've said I save memories and it makes me feel better, which I am smaller than what I was, but that absolutely kills me. Oh, there was loads of cats there as well. I ended up feeding one for ages. If you've not seen the Santorini vlogs, they are there if you're interested. If you're going or you want to see what it's like. But yeah, on each one of the flip down bits I've saved like memories, but then I've also put in like a little bag with a Santorini scene on, which I quite liked. This is where we went for the sunset meal that we went for. And then the map of the volcano opens up. So I've got a little bit of the volcano just there that I collected. And then there is some photos and there is entrance tickets. That's me up the volcano. Oh, I hope you can see that. That's me up the volcano. And then I put a picture of the volcano on also. So me and Oliver went on a trip to Dublin. We was only there for the day and we went round Trinity College. And this is just our scrapbook, well, as memories from that day. We went and obviously had a Guinness at Temple Bar. There's a few photos and a few things that I've saved from our trip. Look at my little face. I'm so happy when I'm travelling. There's also a little bit of a challenge to stay in lots of different accommodation. Poland, I absolutely loved Poland. It's something that I've wanted to do for absolute ever. I really, really, really enjoyed going there. It seems a bit weird saying that I enjoyed going to Poland and going to Auschwitz and seeing the museum, but it was just, it's an experience that I think everybody should have. We also went into the Illusions Museum. And I've just saved my tickets from there and just scrapbooked them, like food that we ate. That's just like a sugar packet, as taxi cards, and I just saved things on them. Like, oh, like I fed a pigeon. I went with my friend Rachel. We had pastries. We ate in this place, and I just save them, and I just really enjoy saving them. Another extreme day trip. So we went here just in one day, there and back, on the 4th of December. Me and Lily went to Lisbon in Portugal. Again, had a fantastic time and met new friends. And it's just weird to think that I've not travelled for so long. And then as I flick through this book, it reminds me like that losing weight has just given me such a new freedom. As I'm showing you this book, it's just made me massively be reflective or how grateful I am for what I've got. This is us in Spain. This is actually the holiday that I initially lost weight for. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm huge and I've still got loads to lose. However, if I'd not started this journey, like none of this, all these memories, all these beautiful things that I've seen just wouldn't be possible. I have put in some old memories, like from when I've been to the Balearic Islands, from when I was a lot younger. Again with my parents. I don't know if you can see them. They are proper old photos. I've had to take a photo of the photos. I can't say that they are in the greatest condition, but look, even as a kid, I'm fat, I'm overweight. I've never ever been thin. This is the one that I went for my 40th birthday. I went away with the girls, and again, I'd never dared have like a girly trip, and losing weight and making the progress that I have so far gave me the confidence, to book it and to have that experience, which if I'd never done that, oh yeah, sorry, the key card, I probably should have handed that in, but I forgot. If I'd not lost that weight, I would never probably in all my life have that experience, because I feel like I'm getting a bit old now for girly trips. I'll give you a quick once over at Costa Brava, because I went there with my family. The vlogs are on, but we visited Santa Susana. We were in Blaines. The sea was ferocious, and I've just put on some core memories. Again, I think this will always mean a lot to me because this is the first holiday that I dared to go on. So Turkey was our first big holiday together. We went for 10 days, and I have never ever been abroad for 10 days. I'm not gonna lie, it was really nice. It was booked originally for me to go to Sunday's wedding, but then we ended up having a huge fallout, so I didn't end up going. But I had a fantastic time anyway. Because we did so much in Turkey, I ended up having to like extend the page because we went on like loads of trips. We went on 2 boat trips and did tons of snorkeling, so I've stuck all of that on. We were staying in Kalkan, but then I also put on like the area, like look how much that's actually, it's quite ridiculous. I'm gonna have to be careful not to do this so much, but there's like a map of the area, another trip that we went on, and the pictures from there. Like it's nice to remember how much we paid per person as well. The castle that we walked up to, Salicant Gorge, where we went rafting. We met some lovely people there. I actually walked up to the top of the gorge, which again, it's a massive reminder and a show of the change in me, because I probably would have put that off, because not many people that we were there with walked up to the top of the gorge. In fact, not many people full stop went to the top of the gorge. And I actually walked up there, and it weren't actually that bad, and it were a lot easier. So then there's just our area, some pictures from nights out. There's like the cocktail bar that Oliver found that he really enjoyed, and a picture of us sipping cocktails, Oliver's favourite cocktails and some of the scenery, the apple tea and the Turkish coffee, and Calamari Beach that we went to. Again, if you are interested in seeing any of these videos because you're thinking about going, I have uploaded them. I do put my travel vlogs on like this channel just because travel is massively linked to my weight loss for me. So Wales is somewhere that we've been in the camper van, and I absolutely loved our time there. But when I was saying like there's pictures of me before and after, as you can see, there's not many full photos, and I can't say I particularly enjoyed it. Not only do I look physically bigger, but I think I put less effort into my appearance as well, which is quite an eye-opener when I look back at the pictures and compare them to the ones from more recent trips. However, I'm not going to not put them in just because I hate the photos, but it is like a bit of a reminder. And the final place that I've popped in is Mezi Island, that we went over. It's a Greek island just off the coast of Turkey. We went just for a day trip and had a full day there. And we saw turtles. And again, that vlog's up there if anybody's interested in seeing it. but we had a really nice time there, and it's well worth going if you ever get to go to Turkey. It's beautiful. So that is my full adventure my full adventure book. I am still adding to this. It does give me inspiration for travel. It does give me inspiration and motivation for weight loss and to keep going on and to not put everything back on. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. I hope that's answered your question in full and you've been able to have a good nosy through my book. If it's something you're interested in, I can update you when I've got more travels covered. I have got like my reward to myself and my like spur on for motivation is that I keep booking like holidays and day trips abroad just because I've set myself a few challenges. For a start, I want to do 12 countries in 12 months in my 40th year, which I'm 40. I have given myself to July to do it because I couldn't travel to start off with because Tia were going away. So from July to July, I want to have achieved going to 12 countries. But then I've also set myself another challenge of being able to say, but I can't get my words out. Oh, hormones are just a nightmare. I'd like to be able to do 40 countries in my by the time I'm out of my 40s. So by the time I reach my 50th birthday, I want to have travelled to 40 countries across the world. My book is good inspiration. If I'm honest, there's countries in here that I didn't even know existed, which is quite ridiculous. But I have got other travels planned. So far I have got, or what I've got coming up is I'm going to Paris soon for Lily's 18th birthday, so that should be pretty cool, but it's a complete surprise, so she doesn't know about it. Me and Oliver are going for an overnight to Pisa, then we're going for an overnight to Amsterdam. I've booked an extreme day trip, so for just 24 hours we're going to Geneva, that's booked. I'm going to Copenhagen in Denmark, that's just for a day. And then we all looking to book either Tunisia or Bulgaria, but we haven't decided on that yet. I will keep booking them, I will keep going on them, and I really enjoy travel, and I am quite a driven individual, so this book is getting filled a lot more over the next year, and hopefully in my 40s I will reach my goal of 40 while I'm in my 40s, if that makes sense. I think so far I've done, I think it's only about, I can't even remember how many countries. I've got an app that I log them all on, but yeah, I can't remember just off the top of my head. So thank you, Cheryl, for your question, and I hope that answers it and that you've enjoyed nosing through my book with me. I've enjoyed showing it you because it does actually fundamentally signify a lot to do with my weight loss journey. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and think then.